Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for room. It's Sticky. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. They run the reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on in midfield.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. On the move. And the Gators get the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
On third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. And the ball is intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pass intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here for the offense. He'll take it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This offense has a second down play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to get to it. He's got his man. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. It's a reverse. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the little razzle-dazzle? They try to hand the sweep on 4th down and give it to a wide receiver. The defense was locked in, did a great job seeing it, going, attacking in it, tackling him to the ground. Big 4th down stop by this defense.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get level.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Strong. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Give to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now on second down. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line needs to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Strong. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense here.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Gators move the chains on the designed run for the quarterback. Another facet to this offense.
Yeah, and so many things to defend. You think about the Gators, you think about speed out wide, you think about speed and playmakers and running back, and now you throw the quarterback into the mix, and I think that's when you've seen them have the most success in the recent history. Just a guy at the quarterback spot that can absolutely hurt you.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
A third and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Dickey. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right?
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Off play action on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Picked off. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Now 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's strong. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. It's a draw. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
The incompletion on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Looking for space. It's Daniels. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Third and short now from their own 48. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and short now from their own 48. To throw, it's Flagway. They're trying to get to him. He's going to fire to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Safe completion on the screen. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
A shot toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here tonight.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Throwing right. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Abrams. He goes down at 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
He's looking to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gator.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Back to pass. It's Strong. Coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. It's a reverse. Fakes his man out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Florida 24, Texas Tech 0.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
It's complete on the right side. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll give it to the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you 2 knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Here's the handoff. Running with power. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Strong. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And the Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Texas Tech, number 33 in the end zone.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Running back goes in motion. Back to pass, it's Strong. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
That keeps the score. Florida, 31.
Lining up
Texas
to cover the
Tech.
kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
First and 10.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The play action fake. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the ground with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. The Gators get enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 31, Texas Tech 6.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll keep it on the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Looking to pass. It's strong. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They ran it on first down, now on second. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's West.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They keep attacking through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salaam. None of them would make a difference today.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They want that clock to run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice run there, good solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the quarterback takes a knee. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.